Hi, we're here today at New Century Solutions to talk about jack extensions. Anybody who tows a trailer is familiar with a jack coming up a little bit short. Some of us use a stack of blocks of wood, some of us a cinder block. We're all familiar with filling that gap. That's opened the area to a new market of jack extensions. The two that we're going to be looking at today are the Husky Superfoot and the Flip by Fastway. Both of these extensions retail in the marketplace for between $40 and $50 depending on where you buy. You can buy them online in some stores. I think Camping World has them both in stores and online. So if you're out at Camping World, look them up. Well, let's start with specifications. The Fastway Flip rates at about 1,400 pounds and is good for up to a 3-degree angle. And this particular one mounts on a 2 1/4 inch jack post. They have another version that mounts on the 2-inch jack post. The Superfoot, it mounts on a 2 1/4 inch jack post or a 2-inch. It has a sleeve, so whichever post you've got, this one's going to work for you. It rates at 6,500 pounds and can be pitched on an angle of up to 18 degrees. Well, we know a little something about it. We've got a decision made on what we're going to buy. Now let's talk about putting them on. The Flip comes complete with instructions that tell you how to do it. You're going to need some drill bits. You're going to need a block of wood, of course a drill, and some wrenches. I really like the way they set it up for drilling the locations of the holes. Built right into the Flip itself is a drill jig. And the way this works is you set this Flip on a block of wood, you run your jack down until the post goes down into this section where the drill jig is. I've already drilled the holes to save some time. We drill a 3/6-inch pilot hole on each side and work our way up into a 1/2-inch hole. Once we've got our 1/2-inch holes, we file our burrs off, we move around, and it's time to install. We simply slide the cam collar up, put the Flip in place, slide the bolt through, add the washer and the nut, and we're ready to go. Be sure to allow yourself about 30 minutes for drill time. Now that's one thing I like about the Brute Superfoot. It comes ready to mount right out of the box. You simply slide it up on your jack. It has a front center hole for a jack post that has the front center. Some jacks have side holes. Whichever it's got, you're ready to go. You slide it up on it, slide the bolt through, add the nut and washer, and you're mounted, ready to go. Let's start by retracting these things. I really like the cam action that brings up the Flip. That was really thinking when they put that together. Now over here on the Superfoot, we're simply going to spin the pin, raise it up, and crank it up. It's just that easy. Well, now we're in our towing mode. We can travel to our location. It's time to set up camp. Well, when we get there, what we're going to do is we're going to let the jack down. All right? We're going to start by cranking it, and the Flip rotates down. Now, in the event that the Flip can't rotate down, be sure to keep that block of wood handy. You're going to want to set that under it so that it doesn't bend the foot when it goes down. We're going to continue to crank until we get the foot down. Sometimes this makes me question the word automatic on the package. But still the same. It's a pretty neat invention. I counted these cranks. By the way, you're free to count them. It takes about 47 cranks to get it down and to get it squared up. There we go. And we're down. We're ready to start camping. Let's look at the Superfoot. The Superfoot uses a cam pin that by simply twisting brings it down. Then we crank, and we're looking at maybe somewhere between 15 and 20 cranks until it's down. I can see if we're trying to say crank it on the jack, the Superfoot's already got a head start. Well, we've got it in place. We're doing our camping. It's time to come home. Let's look at the Flip. We bring it up the same way we put it down. We're going to crank it back up. And up it comes until we reach the point to where the cam action can cam it over. And now it's up, and we're ready to travel. Let's look at the Superfoot. Let's give it a couple spins of the jack, get it up off the ground. release our pin, and it's up. Now we can tow at this level as long as we've got enough ground clearance. We don't really have to worry about the foot back here. It's got a built-in pivot that takes care of that, which also allows you, if you don't have the clearance, don't worry about a block of wood. It'll be just fine. It's built to take it. Let's raise it on up. It's going to take about that same 10 to 15 cranks that we had before. We're now already up in the top of our position. One thing I really like about the Superfoot, I have a horse trailer, and it has a wheel on it. The Superfoot allows me to take the mast off and replace it with a wheel. Something we can't do with a flip. I don't even know if I can do it with this. You would think I could put a bolt in, right? Same release, it's down, and now you've got a wheel. That's another thing I like this. The mast that comes with it, if you need to make it shorter or need to make a longer one, you can. It's a 2-inch pipe. I read in Amazon where a guy extended one 20-some inches for a Jeep off-roader. It allows you to use whatever you want. I like the versatility of the Superfoot. I love the design of the flip. I love the cam action. I'm not so crazy about the mounting time with the flip, but it's not that bad. Well, that's about what we've got to say about jack extensions today. Hopefully the information we've given you will help you make a decision when it comes time to extend your jack. Have a great day.